is John Santamaria. Welcome to the Corona Maintenance Facility. At the MTA, we've been at the forefront since this pandemic came on board, looking at nationwide what's been going on, what's available, what can we introduce to ensure passenger safety as well as the safety of our employees. We've introduced situations to make the world and the whole sense of being safe for our riding public. Using rear door entrances, contactless payment, and using temperature brigades for our employees themselves are some examples of that, including innovation. And what you're going to see this morning is some examples of the innovation, the means and methods that we've been looking at, lessons learned from vendors that have come on board, lessons learned from our teams, reaching out to see what's available in the world for applying different types of disinfecting products as part of our cleaning regimen. We have over a dozen different types of sprayers. You'll see the various types of disinfectants that are being used, and you'll be walked through by General Superintendent Tom Tavolario, who'll go into more detail on each type of those sprayers. Once again, NYCT, New York City Transit, we are at the forefront. We're concerned passenger safety and the safety of our riding public and customers is of utmost importance, and we're doing everything we can to ensure that. Thank you.
All right, good morning. As John said, Tom Tavolario, New York City Transit. I'm here with Corey Skinner with TWU. Gonna go through step by step with some of the products and equipment that we've been using on disinfecting trains. All right, so starting on this side of the table, there's multiple PPEs. We have disinfecting wipes. Thomas Tavolario, General Superintendent. Corey Skinner, CTA, cleaner. Good. All right, so starting over here, we have surface disinfecting wipes. These are portable solutions that we've handed out to operating crews. They can disinfect their work area, like the operating cab, handles, anything that they're going to touch to ensure that their work area is clean and safe. We also have these right here. These are called paws, which are meant for the skin. You can actually clean your hands with those. The other ones are a little more potent. They're really not meant for your hands and skin. We have multiple different disinfecting solutions, all on a CDC approved list. We have gloves. Again, these are more used in the facilities for wiping down touch points, door handles, offices, stuff like that. Not as portable as the wipes where people can keep them with them. We were provided the New York State's hand sanitizer in the little portable bottles. Crews carry these around. We handed them out to our personnel also. Want to make sure everybody's safe. When you came in the building, you noticed we have the infrared temperature devices. As personnel enter the building, we're taking temperatures. Anybody over 100 degrees, denied entry, so we can ensure the safety. Some of these were on the news. These are microfiber solutions. You'll see that as we spray some of the disinfectant on the surfaces, you could wipe them down. It was an easy, fast solution to get it out there, wrap around all the surfaces and make sure that disinfectant is spread. We have multiple different options for masks. Some are for social distancing, some are for tasks specific, like the N95 mask. We have some masks that were provided by the New York City Mets. Say New York Tough on them. We're handing out to all of our employees. Thank you for the Mets for providing those, right? We got face shields. Corey's wearing that. When you apply some of the disinfectants, you want to keep our employees safe, right? All right, so now moving on to our different solutions and different things. So starting from some of the hand pump devices, these are portable. Out at the terminals where we don't have electric power, where people walking on and off trains, it's a very effective solution, quick. You can pump it up, spray down, disinfect it on different surfaces. Some of them have more capacity, some of them are smaller, like this one, where you can walk with it, get in on and off train cars quickly, apply the disinfectant to the cars. We have multiple different sizes of those and different configurations we've tested. As you can see, it's very simple, it's quick, it's a lot better than the traditional hand pump sprayers where they don't have to constantly pump and spray. They can pump it off before they get in the vehicle. Some of the larger ones are equipment you typically see for, applying pesticides in your backyard, Again, it's got a much larger reservoir, so it's got more work time. You can pump it up, come into the car, walk through the train, very quickly get the train while it's in the station and the doors are open. Excellent. We have these solutions also in backpack form that have a much higher capability of holding a reservoir. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you can just spray it. I think we got to pump it up. Again, similar product, much more capability in the terms of the reservoir, so there's a more long term. If we use these in the yards, we could pump it up before you get on a train, and you could do a whole entire train. This one's the handle pump. Yeah, exactly. All right, so we tried a lot of these. There's some are better than others, and we went with some of the options that are more effective. Good? Yep. So progressing on from that, we bought some battery-powered equipment that doesn't need the manual work to it. Some of them were more effective. This is one of the foggers that we purchased. Yep, as part of the test. Go ahead. Again, this is a battery-powered option. It's walk, it's fast, it's quick. Yeah. Horizontal, there you go. Takes a minute to start up. It's a little more quicker in applying its surface. All right, Corey, good. So some of this equipment is used during a shutdown when there's no passengers in it because it does move a lot of product. These are electrified versions of the hand pump sprayers that we have over there. These are actually currently used at the terminals. Yeah, just let it go. It's going to keep going. Yeah, yeah. So again, these are the Ryobi battery-powered hand pump sprayers. Both going. These are very effective. They're quick. They're easy. You can get on and off the cars. We have multiple battery packs. You can just switch them out. If you're at the terminals now, you actually see some of our people using this equipment already. It saves the downtime of having to pump up or manually work the equipment. This is all interior work. We're doing it on the exterior just for display purposes. All right. All right, moving on. This is electrostatic equipment. So this is, you can put a disinfectant inside the reservoir. They're battery operated. And being electrostatic, it discharges a much finer mist, which we found gets better coverage and is more effective in spreading the disinfectant. The particle size is a lot thinner, and that it's electrostatic. The product leaves the front of the gun with a negative charge and helps it apply to surfaces. Not only on surfaces it sees, because it's a negative charge, it'll actually go around behind, underneath, and around surfaces. So for the same amount of effort and labor, you get more product distribution. These have been very effective. Go ahead. I know buses is using these as well. Some of the other technologies we've been using, we did a pilot on UV disinfection. These are two examples of two of the lights. We came up with testing different solutions because half of our equipment in the system is legacy. There's no 120 volt power in it. These items need 120 volt power. We found wireless solutions to plug them in inside the car, and then we can disinfect in the yards after service. All right. Moving on, this is another machine that we found for disinfecting the facilities. It could also be used at the terminals when the doors open. You can walk right into it. It's just totally cordless, battery operated, hospital grade equipment. Load it with the disinfectant, walk it over to where you got to do it, and then you can just go ahead and spray and apply it. This is excellent in the facilities too because it's quiet, doesn't make any noise, it doesn't affect any operations. You quickly go through a facility, hit touch points, handrails, doors, light switches, stuff like that. And this machine and this Clorox 360 machine we have on loan from the Mets. We could thank them from that. We have purchase orders in on these. They're soon to arrive, but we didn't have them for today, so the Mets was kind enough to loan them to us. This is a Clorox 360 machine. This one again is electrostatic, similar to the guns. It applies a negative charge. Again, you'll see the difference between the electrostatic and the non-electrostatic. You get a better distribution, more application for the same amount of labor. Excellent. All right, and then finally this unit is called a Power Breezer. This is a repurposed kind of unit that we purchased from Snap-on Tools. It was primarily in military applications for cooling large areas such as hangars and work areas. Learned from stuff like Desert Storm. We load them with disinfectant, and it can apply a large amount of disinfectant to huge workspaces, similar to a shop like this. Just turn it on. Has an 85-gallon storage capacity. You'd fill it with disinfectant, and you let it run in an area where people would normally work during the day on an off shift where nobody's working at the time, and it'll disinfect surfaces like that by applying it across all the surfaces. We have these in multiple facilities. We're using them right now. All right. Good.
Which products you are using at the moment?
Yes. Yeah, for different functions.
Including the light shelf.
Yes. Yeah, that's under pilot. That we have in the system.
Can you take them in the train, in that third car?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we'll bring up some of the guns.
Go to town? Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside the car? Yeah. Inside.
I didn't get a great piece. I got a couple stills, not very good. I got a good video. go in.
Watch the step. I guess we'll leave it alone now in the shot, right?
Yeah, just mind that camera right back here.
Watch the step. Watch the step. You want to come up here, Tim?
No, I just want to tell something.
Where's the
Right. Back there. Yeah, we just want to make sure we don't block
out
the
of here.
live stream.
I'm getting
Can I go over there?
Yeah, we can go together.
Yeah, I'll do the same. I'll do the same. Where you working, right here?
good over there? Yeah. Ready to be good?
Get all the handrails and everything like that.
I'm good with that one.
Good.
Yeah, everything is loaded with 100% water.
Just put this mask on.
Oh, yeah, good. That's good.
I'm going to switch over to the other door now.
Good. Did you get a clean shot? Again, let's do it again so you can get a clean shot. So we can't put this on. So we'll walk in this circle. It's not like water. Okay, probably a little bit in the tank.
Anybody else need to follow? Okay.
See, that's not without the water.
That's the handheld electrostatic and
It's, that's already wet. Let's move a little bit further, right? Well, I wanted to handle it with electrostatic. So what I would like for the handheld here, I guess you can start here.
Yep.
And then here, okay? And I'll tell you.
Are we ready?
Go ahead. Excellent, thank you. And then you wanted which other one? Electrostatic. And we're good. This is for variants on this side. Partition always there for the driver?
I believe so.
Probably just the gun, right?
It's gonna look,
They seem to like this and this.
they do.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Anything that's
Yeah,
got a
let's do those two.
stream.
Yeah, just this one and this one. This one we'll leave. Got it.
Live stream will get keep doing whatever. Yep.
I know y'all ready.
No, sir.